welcome back to the reading vlogs. It is Monday, nearly evening, afternoon, like late afternoon. I thought I'd check in with you. There won't have been a Thursday's video for you last week. Like this goes up on Monday and the Thursday before that, because I do not have the bandwidth to film one this week and edit it. Mostly because I have somebody dear to me who has gotten a not so nice diagnosis in the last week, and my head is just not in the game, to be honest. I'm not gonna say what it is because the person doesn't want other people to know, which fair enough, it's not my story to tell, but it is somebody really near to me and it has humbled me a little bit. It has gotten some time to be actually okay with hearing what is up, I have never had that. So like obviously I lost my grandparents, like one pair of my grandparents, the other I don't have any contact with, but like I've lost people in my life, but like having somebody really sick it's not a nice feeling, obviously. So yeah, that has my head in like a tailspin for the last 2 weeks, and I don't think it will be getting better until the plan for everything is laid out and everything is started, rolling, and therapy can start and everything will get better from there. Like, it's not like a deadly diagnosis, thankfully. It has a really good chance to recover, but obviously we're not there yet. So I'm hoping you can excuse me being a little bit through the wind. And then also I'm at a birthday party this weekend, which we have to drive back to my hometown for, and we will visit the person that is sick afterwards. And so I'm not here for the weekend. I only have till Friday, and then we leave really early Saturday. Have a lot of driving to do, come back Sunday after, like evening probably, so a lot of driving and seeing people and stuff like that, so I need to kind of mentally prepare for that. So yeah, this week is gonna be a little bit chaotic, but I did want to start because I started a new physical read and I did finish at least one romance. I have a hard time remembering what I'm finishing and what not because of my head. It's just, I don't know. I'm gonna get there at some point. I don't even know if I talked to you about that one yet. Let's start with the physical read. Because I needed like a comfort read this week, to be honest. I did start my reread of Annihilation. This is the special edition that I bought. Obviously, I wanna read the special edition to kind of rectify before myself why I bought it. Because I do own other copies of this book. We're not going to talk about that. I love this version. It's so pretty. I'm 50 pages in, I think. Yeah, a fourth of the way. It's just such a comfort read. I love the mystery, and even having read the complete series, you don't get all of the answers, which is kind of nice. So you go into it with all of the mystery still intact, kind of. And I really love the characters in here. I love that you cannot trust anyone in this book. It's like, you just can't. And obviously if you go like the main character kind of also shows you that throughout the story, so it's not something that is like spoilery, but yeah, you can't really trust anything the people are seeing. And so far it's just our group who have gone into Area X. They are 4 women, different jobs, and they go into Area X to map it and explore it, and then go back out and tell the organization. Southern Reach is like a government organization that investigates Area X, what they have found, and the 11 groups before them have kind of all failed, and I think more or less all of them are dead now, or just like crazy. And so our group is now in there. We had the first one fleeing, and they are now investigating a tower that goes into the ground, and our main character is just convinced it's a tower. And we have all of the, the mystery, the screams that come at night, and the weird animals that feel like they can like look straight into your soul. I just love all of it, and I love rereading it, to be honest. It's a great reread for me. And so yeah, 50 pages I managed to get through today. And then I don't know if I've talked about this book yet, but I finished Hothead, which is Drake Security 1. I don't know if I talked about that last week. I cannot remember for the life of me, but if I have not, That is a dragon shifter series who finds his mate, and his mate has an ex who's a wolf shifter, and that is stalking him because the wolf shifter is like convinced it's his mate, even though it isn't. And then it all kind of goes from there. I love a good dragon shifter, I have to say. I have a deep love for dragons. Yeah, I gave that one 4 stars. I really liked it. It was a fun read. The characters are fine, and yeah, it was kind of, you know, what I roughly want from a paranormal romance. Pretty good, you know. We have all of the, like, we have vampires, shifters, and all of that in there, and then the dragon with his horde, and yeah, it was really cute. Also, his love interest is like a really like twink type who's into makeup and wearing like really out there fashion and stuff. And I always like when there's like a big difference between both partners. And then the one I finished today already, which I might just start the second book after this one, is Devil's Mark, The Reckless Damned, Book 1 by Lark Taylor, which is about the 4 sons of Lucifer. They left hell, at least like 3 of them left hell, to live in the human world, and our main character, which is the like, he's like the strongest son of Lucifer. I already forgot his name. I'm not good with names. He goes into a club and finds like somebody like who's like, oh my god, he's really interested in him, and he takes him home, and then the human he takes home has like an anxiety attack in the middle of sex, and they kind of go from there. It's like really sweet in the beginning, because our human main character, he is like, he put his ex into jail for domestic violence, and he tried to kill him actually, and he only got 14 months, which is like, you know, sadly pretty realistic, but yeah, way too little, and he has been left with like a lot of anxiety attacks and not really living his life. And then he meets our demon, and our demon owns a bookshop, and the human character is an English teacher, and yeah, they fit really well. They're really cute. I think it's like also like a 4 stars. I have a really hard time rating romance, but like if I feel good at the end, I feel like it's a good 4 stars. So yeah, it's also a 4 star, and I really like the brothers as well, so hopefully the next book will be good. I have a really hard time with romances liking all of the books in the series. Oftentimes I like 1 or 2, and then I don't like the other ones because I don't like the characters anymore in them. So I will, I think, pick up the second one tonight, and then we'll see if I will continue to like the series. So that is the plan. Other than that, I finished and blocked my purple sweater. I did also, I think it's cute. I've never done something like that, but I added a little heart to one of the sleeves. I think it looks really cute, and it's really like, you know, it's a little bit of decoration, but it's not in your face decoration. The last step that I now have to do is put an elastic in the neckline, because I had to do that with the last one as well. I think in the next iteration of the sweater, I will try to make the neckline like the perfect amount, but I didn't want to experiment with that this time around. So yeah, that is what I will be doing in a bit. Just pull the elastic through and finish it off, and then I can show you how it's looking, which I will do tomorrow, because I will wear it tomorrow, because I can't wait to wear it. So yeah, that is with the knitting. Otherwise, I'm currently working on a cross stitch, but you can't see much of that so far. So yeah, that is the start for this week. Let's hope it's gonna go nicely this week, and then I'm excited for seeing people who are near and dear to me on the weekend. But yeah, gonna see how much we can fit into these 5 days, because I do need to get the apartment in order and, you know, make sure everything is all right for when we come back on Sunday, because I have to work on Monday again, obviously. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow with the reading update. We'll see how far I can come and if I like the romance. Okay, first things first, I finished the sweater. I put the elastic in pretty loosely because I didn't want it to sit too snugly, because I do like a I hate when things go up to your neck, you know. You can see the little heart on my sleeve. It's only on that one, and I actually hit the perfect sleeve length. For me, the perfect sleeve length is when you can pull your hands in and the sweater naturally like is over your hands. I have to hide my hands all the time. I don't know. But yeah, if I put myself like this is how it's looking. And I love it. I'm super happy with it. It's super comfortable. It is really nice for the weather. We have sun today, but it's only 13 degrees, so it's not like super warm. It's like a really, I would say, a lower spring day, like a little bit of a colder spring day. But yeah, super excited. Let's talk about the reading. I made quite the progress with Annihilation. I think I'm like nearly 2/3 of the way through now. We have the exploration of the tower, and then I think I'm now at the point where only our main character is left from the 4 people that went in. She's at the lighthouse now. She found out all about the things that were not told to her, that she didn't know, and that kind of made everything, yeah, a lot less exciting and a lot more harrowing, all in all. And I just love it. I have to say, I love the tower. I'm a big fan of the tower. I think it's just such a fascinating thing, the tower. If you've read the book, you know, I just imagining the like flower writing on the wall, I would, yeah, it's so cool. I love the book just for how I imagine Area X would look like, and you know, knowing the story and knowing what answers are never told, and then but like knowing what is coming up next, I really enjoy that with the Southern Reach trilogy. I feel like it's a really good book to reread, to, you know, be able to peek more at what the book hints at and what you can maybe tell from rereading and stuff like that. I'm really enjoying that. So yeah, I have a lot of fun. Also just like slowly knowing more about our main character and just never getting any information on the other characters. I think it's a really interesting take on character development, because we get so little information on any other character than our main character, but it works so well. Yeah, I really like that. And then romance reading wise, I am halfway through the next book I chose. I did not directly continue with the Reckless Damned series because I wanted to have something different in between and then go back to the series. So I started reading Trusting Kate, which is Cousteau's Security Series book 1, and that is about a Kate he owns a security firm together with 3 other ex-military guys. Like, they were all in the military and they all left together to do this security company, and they are visiting family, and there he meets Braden, and Braden is the baker in the cafe that his friend's sister has, and Braden has a stalker and an abusive ex, which at some point they find out it's the same person, but like it's pretty obvious that it's the same person, so it's not really a spoiler. But yeah, and Kate kind of instantly falls in love with Braden, and pretty much the other way around as well. Braden is a little bit more skeptical, but like he's still really like touchy, more or less, straight from the beginning. So yeah, if you don't like insta love, the book is not for you. There's just really no drama with them getting together at some point. But yeah, it's pretty much that, and I'm now at a point where I'm pretty sure Brandon will get kidnapped at any point now, because it's just how the books, you know, those romances go. At some point he will need to be kidnapped because he has trackers on him, and you know, once they get the trackers out, it's pretty obvious that he's gonna get kidnapped. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's a cute book. It's you know, it's your average romance. There's not really much to tell us there. But yeah, and I have also lent a couple of other books, so I do have a good choice. I'm just trying to not stay up as late as I have been the last couple of weeks because it's really not good for me. I'm not sleeping enough, so I have set myself a bedtime, and so I'm not getting through the romances quite as fast because I'm really trying to stick to my bedtime, even though I don't want to at all, but I'm trying, and so I'm not reading as fast as I did before. And then for my other hobbies, pretty much the only thing I'm doing is my cross stitch, which looks like this currently. And yeah, I don't think you can really tell what it is right now, but it is a dragon with a fairy as a dragon rider on it. And it is really relaxing. So that is pretty much mostly what I'm doing in between cleaning the apartment. I did run a few errands today, which was good. And yeah, that's pretty much all. So I will check in with you tomorrow, probably when I finish Area X, Annihilation. And yeah, I will probably also finish the romance book. So we'll talk once I am through those 2 books. Okay, it is now Wednesday afternoon. I have to make myself a drink. I just went on a nice walk with the dog, which was really, really necessary after today. Today was one of those days where like everything just goes wrong. Not in like a catastrophic way, just in like a way that I am utterly tired and annoyed at the day, but the walk was really nice. We have really nice weather, like really peak spring weather is what we have right now, which was really nice. But yeah, it's not my day today. I did finish Annihilation. This is just such a comfort read. I don't know why, but this book just speaks to me. And you know, I'm just never annoyed that there aren't really any answers in this book. I'm just like so fine with that. I like the slow way you get the background information for our main character and her involvement going further than just her being there. And then the whole scene at the lighthouse, always kind of hits me. It's just such a kind of an awkward scene, but it's really working for me when she is talking to the psychologist. It's just really interesting. I really enjoy this book. So as always, it is a 5 stars. It is a great mystery without the answers. I am looking forward to continuing with the next book, because as much as I like this, I do love the other ones, which I think is so interesting because most people, I think, have just read this or watched the movie, which the movie is also only about the first book. I don't know if they ever wanted to expand on the series, but they never did, which I can kind of understand. I don't know if the other books really make all that great movies, because it's the series has such a weird way of being told. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I always love this book. I just love the way that Area X behaves. Like it's just such a weird, out there, but enjoyable way it behaves. Like I can't even be mad at it. It's a fascinating place to be honest. So yeah, really love that one. What I didn't love was the romance I started yesterday that I talked to you about, because it might be my fault. I am looking that up right now because I don't want to be mean to the book if it's my own fault. But okay, yeah. No, okay, maybe it's my own fault. But Trusting Kate, the book I told you about yesterday, doesn't have a happy ending. It is actually part 1 of 2. Like the first 2 books in the series are pretty much the story of the first. So the first book, without really giving much spoilers, because obviously it is still a romance, with a bodyguard, you know how they go a lot of the time. But the book kind of ends with the ending of the kidnapping. But like, I'm just gonna have to tell you, like, there were 2 things that really annoy me. No, 3. First of all, the book doesn't have a happy ending because it's the middle of the series, and I hate that. I need a happy ending in my romance. I don't want to read the second book now. I don't care anymore. So that was the first problem. I ended the book, like, I read it. I don't, like, look at the page count when I read on as an ebook, and I was like, oh, I'm only at the halfway point of the story. No, it was the ending of the story. It ends with them being in the hospital because one of the characters is, like, in a really bad way. I hate that. That is not the ending I want. And then, but, like, it doesn't say it has a happy ending in the description on Amazon, so maybe that's my own fault for assuming. Then the second thing, when our character gets kidnapped, the Braden, absolutely everyone is incapable of getting him back. They only get him back because the guy who kidnapped him doesn't want him to die because he wants him alive. And he doesn't know how to deal with the problems that are arising that have nothing to do with him hurting him. And so he brings him back. So our bodyguard, his whole family, who are all military and bodyguards, his friends, who are all bodyguards, none of them could save him. Absolutely none. How incapable are they? I was so annoyed at that point. I couldn't get it. Like, why would you write a book like that? I don't get it. There was no fun in the story. It was just horrible. To like, everybody was incapable of doing anything. Like, they just let him suffer. Like, they didn't let him suffer. Like, they were searching for him. But, like, the author just let Braden suffer. Pretty much what I'm assuming is to destroy all of the progress in their relationship that was made in the first part. But why do a book that has insta-love and then build up this really slow relationship to destroy it at the ending of book one just to have a second book out of it? And then also they were kind of, I had a lot of the times when two main characters were talking, I had the feeling that they were talking at each other but not really listening to one another. Like, they had the same conversations again and again, which was really annoying at some point. But yeah, I cannot understand why you would want to read this book. I'm gonna be honest, it's a 2-star for me, which is, I think, the worst romance I've read so far that I finished, actually. But I only finished it because I didn't realize that it was the ending. If I would have known at some point that I'm going towards the ending, I would have DNF'd it. I wouldn't have ever finished the book because I was really angry at that yesterday evening. Like, my partner, we were lying in bed and my partner was like, what is up? And I ranted to him about how much I hated that. And yeah, and then I started 2 other romances that I just couldn't get really into. I think mainly because I was just so angry at the other one still. And also because both were slightly awkward and weird. So I will give them another try, but, like, not today. But yeah, I don't know. That one really threw me for a loop. I hadn't such a weird one yet. That was really, I don't know. Not for me. Maybe there are people out, like, the book has good ratings, but, like, I feel like most of the romances on Kind of Unlimited have great ratings, so I don't really know how that works. But yeah, it's such a weird book. I can't get behind that. But yeah, that is what the reading was. I can show you the progress on my cross stitch, but you still can't really tell what it is. But this is the progress I made so far. But yeah, that was just, I don't know. I need to find a really, really good, feel-good little drama romance for tonight, because I had really, yeah, I need one. After a day like today, I really need, like, a sappy romance that just makes me feel good and nothing else. So yeah, we'll see what I can find. But yeah, I will now search for something to read for tonight, and then I have to do a little bit of housework, and then I might just spend the rest of the day cross-stitching, to be honest. That sounds kind of good to me. And yeah, we have 2 days still, and then we are off to, I don't know, New Zealand, I think. So yeah, we'll see. What I can find. But yeah, that was just, I don't know. I need to find a really, really feel-good little drama romance that just makes me feel good and nothing else. So yeah, we'll see what I can find. my friends and my mom's. I will show you her birthday present tomorrow. I'm still not sure if I really like the present, but now it's too late to do anything else, so I hope she likes it. But yeah, that is all for today. So it is Friday afternoon. I didn't check in with you yesterday because I didn't read anything throughout the day. I haven't picked up a physical read yet, and I probably won't before I'm back on Monday because I just will not have time to read anything physically. And so I don't think I will even take a physical book. I think I will just take the e-reader, well, my phone. But yeah, so we will start with the next physical read from my TBR on Monday. But I did finish a romance yesterday, and it was a pretty, like, more on the fluffy side romance. Not theme-wise, but like how the relationship works out. It's called Chance Encounter, and it is part of The Elite, is the series. It's a multi-author series, and there are 9 books. And this one is about Tate, who is a ex-Navy SEAL turned sniper assassin. Like, he was a sniper in the Navy SEALs and he turned an assassin when his best friend got shot on a mission, and he wanted revenge on that, and the Navy didn't want him to have revenge, and that is how he kind of got into the being an assassin. And he is tasked with actually killing the mayor, and he works together with his sister, and she's a hacker, and she confirms that the people who he gets contacted for to kill them, that they have actually done bad things. So he only kills like people who are really like bad people and who have enough money to evade the law and will never have consequences, and that is kind of who he kills. And so he's supposed to kill the mayor, and well, he does that, but before he can kill the mayor, he sees that the mayor is assaulting someone in his own home, and he then goes and rescues the person, and turns out that is Chance, the mayor's son, and he nearly beat him to death. That was actually the plan of the mayor at that point. And so he takes Chance with him, and because of the circumstances that I'm not gonna spoil, they have to lie low for a while, and they fall in love whilst doing that. And it's pretty fluffy from there on out. Like, there's little drama, they like each other well enough, and yeah, that is kind of it's more the happy-go-lucky side if you ignore the fact that Chance has broken wrist and a concussion, and is a little bit worse for wear. But yeah, if you ignore that part, it's like a pretty fluffy romance, and I liked it. I gave it 3 stars. I think it's a solid romance. It was kind of weird at points just because Chance is obviously injured, and at some points the book really focuses on that, but then at other points it just totally ignores it. It was a little bit hit or miss, like with like how focused the author was on the fact that one of them was injured. But other than that, it was like a great read for like an evening where you just want something that really hasn't that much drama in it once you get through the beginning of the book. So yeah, that was a good read yesterday, and I already started a new one, which I will probably finish today, but I will talk to you about that in next week's vlog then. I don't really know what to think of the book. It's called The Convict, and it's Devil's Mayhem Motorcycle Club book 1, and it's about Rex, who is in the prison at the beginning of the book, and then he kills a prison guard and gets out. And whilst he is fleeing from the prison, he picks up Finn and kidnaps him because he needs his car, and he kind of wants a bargaining chip for when, if maybe the cops were picking up. But then he makes it back to his motorcycle club, and they put him in a safe house, and he keeps Finn there with him because obviously what is he supposed to do with him now? He kidnapped him, and Finn kind of has the hots for bad boys, and Rex isn't against sleeping with him. And yeah, that is kind of where I'm at right now, it's a weird scenario because Finn, is kidnapped from his life. Not that he enjoyed his life before that much, because he's from like a really small town, and the people are really against him being gay, your typical like conservative American town. And yeah, I don't really know what to make of the book, but I will read and finish it. So we'll see. Yeah, I do need to search for a couple of more books that I can already like put in my app, just so I have a couple for whilst we are away. Not that I really have a lot of chance to read, probably only tonight and then maybe Sunday evening, because whilst in the car I'm keeping my partner like we're talking and doing like crossword puzzles and stuff like that while we're driving, and then I'm at a party. I'm meeting my friend for a whole day, and then we're driving again. I'm seeing my mom, and then we're going home. So there's not really much time to read at the weekend. So I don't really know if I will read that much. So that is the update on the reading. Let me show you the birthday present I made for my friend then. I'm hoping she likes it. I don't know. I'm really unsure about my own abilities, but I made her 3 cats. She has 3 cute kittens. Well, cats. They're actually 2 guys. The orange one and the black and white one are guys, and that is the girl. And yeah, I cross-stitched them for her, and then I put them, well, the backing isn't the best. It's the first time that I've done this, which you can totally tell. But I hope she still likes it. So they have a backing on, so she could put something on it if she wants to put them on a wall. But yeah, I don't know. I thought a homemade gift is better than buying something, and I'm hoping that she likes them. I mean, at least you can really tell that they're that they're her cats. But yeah, that is the gift for her. I still need to wrap it up. I don't have any wrapping. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, and I need to do that today because obviously we're gonna drive tomorrow morning. I don't know. I'm a little bit through the wind. But yeah, that is the present. Other than that, I did do more stitching on my current cross stitch. Let me show you how that is looking right now. It's kind of funny. You can really tell how my brain is working whilst stitching, because yeah, my brain is like, I need to do the things that my brain deems easiest at first, and I wanted to do that up there, but I had to work my way up to it so I wouldn't miscount. And yeah, that is what I've done so far. You still can barely tell what it is. This is the dragon's tail. There you have the dragon's snout, and then this is the beginning of the wing of the fairy that is sitting on the dragon. So I will work a little bit more on that, and then I really need to pack. I need to see if I have everything that I need. I still have like a package coming today, which hopefully will come before we're leaving, because I need what is in the package. Yeah, otherwise I'm all set. So I will end the vlog here now, because I do need to edit this video today, because I probably won't get around on Sunday to it, and if I want to have this up by Monday, I need to edit on Friday today. So I hope you enjoyed this a little bit shorter vlog, with a little bit less reading than would normally be in my vlogs, and hopefully I will see you next week, rested up, on a high from visiting my friend, and with a new physical read. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and bye bye!